How frustrating is it to you that people look back with 2020 hindsight and judge you when you and the rest of the world was in the fog of war?
Here's Joe Scarborough filleting Anthony Fauci.
I'm just curious how frustrating it is to you that people will go back and pick up something that you may have said in March of 2020 or something that another health official or a politician may have said later in that year, whether it was about masks or vaccines or anything. We didn't know. None of us knew where this was going. None of us knew, like, for instance, how long would the vaccine work? Would we need one booster every 5 years? Would we need one every 5 months? How frustrating is it to you that people look back with 2020 hindsight and judge you when you and the rest of the world was in the fog of war?
You know, it is quite frustrating, Joe, and that relates exactly to the answer to the question just a moment ago, where I was saying that people really don't appreciate. I don't blame them for that, but they don't appreciate that we were dealing with a moving target. And when we were saying things in the beginning, wear a mask or not, how the virus is spread. I mean, originally it was felt, understandably but incorrectly, by the CDC, that it is spread by the same way that flu is spread, namely mostly by droplets, when in fact most of the transmission is not only by not droplets, it's by aerosol, but also 50 to 60% of the people who transmit it have no symptoms at all. We didn't know that in the beginning. It was a changing, moving target. You're absolutely right. Was it frustrating? It was terribly frustrating because people like to take things out of context and do a gotcha. That's part of the reporting.
It's just so grotesque. It's like, all right, dude, okay, let's even giving you every bit of grace that you don't deserve. Then how about we just shouldn't trust you anymore? Oh, the CDC thought it was droplets, turned out. Okay, fine. Let's just say you, Anthony, you had the best of intentions the entire time while you weren't letting people go to their grandmother's funeral, or while you were literally encouraging people to lock their 8-year-old child in their bedroom for 12 days for quarantine, and all of the absurd shit that you did. If we grant you all of the grace on that, then how about just step away? Just go away. Hey, don't click away just yet, because today's video is brought to you by our friends at 1775 Coffee. Guys, instead of waking up tomorrow morning and drinking your mold-infested, big corporation-owned, woke ideology coffee that's probably making you sick from the pesticides it's sprayed with, try Rumble's 1775 Coffee, support freedom of speech, and build a parallel economy that actually values you. Go to 1775 Coffee right now and pick up your first bag. Use code Rubin to save 10% off your first order.